biotech companies in particular that when they put out good results, those share prices are rallying.
At 33.5 cents. So this has been a major success for many investors.
Hello investors, and welcome to another 180 Markets Weekly Wrap. And today we're going to talk about signs that inflation is cooling and also healthcare companies that are breaking out. But before we get to that, you know the drill. Like, subscribe to our channel so we can bring you more proprietary content. And now back to the story at hand. Firstly, inflation. Well, there are certainly signs that inflation continues to cool down. And this is certainly evidenced by this morning's PCI index, which is the Personal Consumption Expenditure Index. Wow, that's a mouthful, which took place in North America right now. And it came in at 0.3%, which was probably just shy of expectations. And what does it mean? It means that we're potentially setting up for a second half of the year interest rate cuts, which certainly tends to be supportive of equity prices. And then on a sector basis, we are seeing the emergence of medical companies, biotech companies in particular, that when they put out good results, those share prices are rallying. Companies like Pharmaust, which had exciting phase 1 results this week, and certainly the share price was reflective of that. And that is good signs to see, not only from a longevity point of view, because we all want to live longer, but also as investors to see that good news is being rewarded, and also expectations are already not in the share prices. And now to talk about capital markets and what went on in the markets this week. As always, I'll turn it over to you, Sean.
Thanks, Greg. The Weekly Wrap 2024 style. Have we got a shit market or what? I've had enough. It's like watching grass grow. I was asked during this week if this is the hardest market I have seen. It's not the hardest market, but it's the most boring market. Stocks are so liquid, it is frustrating. We'll still take a look for you at what placements were done this week because the 180 Markets team, as always, was hard at work. Let's start on the 180 Markets website, where we started the week with EVR, EV Resources. They went out to raise $2.5 million at 1.3 cents. They fell a bit short, but the raise still happened. I think they raised 1.9 million. The shares are currently down to 1.2. That has had a massive run, as we said last week. They hit the market on Tuesday morning. They went out to raise $3 million at 2.2 cents. The shares have fallen quite a bit after. They are trading at 2 cents. However, investors still receive some options there. So, it's probably flat overall. KGD was another one that went out to raise 800,000. They did fall short as well. They raised a bit over 400,000 and the shares are still trading at 0.8. What do we have on the platform? OBM, they did a big raise this week. They went out and they raised $30 million at 22 cents a share. They're currently trading at 25, so fingers crossed that they can hold that placement price. REC, another one, raised at 6 cents, only $1.5 million. LYK, we went live last night at 3 cents a share. They're placing the shortfall. It wasn't a big shortfall, and this one's been a disappointing performer. I think they were 20-cent IPOs, so investors have that option now of topping up at 3 cents and hoping that they can bounce back. And finally, we've got Cobra Limited, CBE. They're doing a 2-tranche placement at 5.2 cents a share. And they're going out to raise $3 million. So good luck, Cobra. Movers. And if you've been watching the market this week, I think you're going to know what we're going to start with. Nyrada, NYR. On Wednesday, they announced that their brain trauma treatment has passed some significant milestones. It's still very early days, but it's starting to look really positive for Nyrada, and it's great that an ASX listed company could help with this condition. We did have them on a live chat on Wednesday after the announcement, and we did live stream that. There was a lot of movement because there was a lot of great information that was released about the trial, and Greg did a great job with the interview. The stock hit 16 cents yesterday, but is currently back at 9.5. Now, one of the big movers this week was PAA. It made a great announcement on Wednesday morning too. We actually also had them on live streaming yesterday. As you can see, we're pretty excited about our new live streaming feature. It's on the website. We're probably going to do 2 or 3 of them a week. But PAA opened at 51 cents on Wednesday after releasing some significant top-line results. They have fallen. On yesterday, they hit lows of 28 cents, but they're currently trading at 33.5 cents. So this has been a major success for many investors. A lot of them got into the placement, which we had access to at 10 cents, and they came with free options. Let's take a look at AUA. They had a massive run as well. Very low volume in the stock, but on Tuesday, they went up from 3.5 cents to 7 cents. They have announced a big production order, and they got a very low market cap, so that was pretty significant. ENV, the boys from GBA, would be smiling again. This has been an amazing turnaround. They raised money, GBA, at under a cent, all the way down here. This was only about 2-3 months ago, and they've put in 2 projects since. This week they put in, I think, an iron ore project, and this stock has gone up more than 5 times, and there were options as well. So awesome to see, and hopefully investors are still holding. CUE, an old favorite of mine, and they used to be an oil and gas company. They still are. Look at that run it had. Been trading at that 6 cent level for the last year, and trading currently at 10.5. They did have a big update this week, and one of the companies they're invested with, NZO, is paying out a dividend. I'm not going to look at downs today, so we'll go with one last up, SRX. They have had a big bounce this week. They have not been a great performer this year, as we can see, but this week they did bounce from 6 cents to currently trading at 10 cents. They didn't announce their full year results, and it obviously was not as bad as what people expected. Thanks for watching another edition of the 180 Markets Weekly Wrap. Stay tuned to your inbox because there'll be some more live streaming next week with some very exciting companies. Thanks for watching.